you should never live with your ex, right? It's a terrible idea. You shouldn't even be friends with your ex.
Shut up.
You shouldn't.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Gnarly.
1, 2, 3, let's get gnarly. 1, 2, 3, let's get gnarly.
Now the moment you've all been waiting for. Drum roll, please. Welcoming to the skateboard, Tyler Durant.
Hey guys. Oh, hot dogs are nice.
Tyler told me if you guys could see up my skirt, I'd get more views. Tyler is my ex-boyfriend, but we're also pals.
Like Kate said, we ended up breaking up a month before we came out here.
But plane tickets were already bought, and the Airbnb was already booked for our first month.
Yeah, no, coming to California is something that we had both talked about, like, when we first started our relationship. Like, it's something we both wanted to do. I mean, like, obviously it made it a little bit weirder. It helped that we had broken up a month before to have that space. I think when me and Kate first went to the airport to come to San Diego, it was our first time, like, seeing each other, or even probably speaking in, like, a month.
Yeah, Taco Taco for sure.
Yeah, neither one of us had been to California, so we literally didn't know anyone. So, like...
And if you want to know more about that, watch my first vlog.
It was obviously, like, really hard, because, I mean, me and Kate dated for so long. Like, she was my best friend, like, also, so... She's oh, nice. You just added, like, 50 views. Honestly, like, the first month that we were in the Airbnb, I don't even... Like, I came out here with a suitcase. I had, like, a few pairs of clothes. Like, we literally had to figure out...
A few pairs of clothes?
Basically, you know. What?
A few pairs of clothes? Like you say, like, a few pairs of pants.
Like, me and Kate, obviously, like, we have a lot in common. We like doing similar things, so, like, obviously feelings were still there. So, I guess in that sense, it was just weird, and it was, like, I didn't really know how to, I don't know. It was just weird. All wanted to, like, learn the area when we first got to San Diego too, so, like, it was just us basically, like, hanging out every single day. And, like, me and Kate are still, like, really good friends and everything, so it was like...
Cheaper rent.
Yeah, seriously, cheaper rent. It never really felt that strange to me, I guess. It felt like I was moving in with friends. I was having a really hard time separating myself from the thought of still being with Kate, I guess. So, like, in my mind, like, I don't know if I thought there was a chance that we were gonna get back together, or if I was just so used to being, like, around Kate all the time that, like, I was just like, yeah, let's move in, just keep, like, living together. It, like, didn't seem weird to me, I guess. The other thing too is we didn't have cars, so, like,
Liv was the only one with a car. She was our plug.
Yeah, so, like,
that's the real reason.
While all of us were trying to find jobs too, like, Liv was trying to find her a job. So, like,
Liv, you the MVP.
Literally.
And our apartment was, like, month to month. So if things were to get really bad, like, it's not like we were, like, super committed to it. We stayed in that apartment for 7 months, and then Evan moved out with us, which was awesome. But then we decided to rent another apartment together for 13 months.
We kind of had separated those feelings, like, at that point, and we're just, like, clear-cut, like, friends. It wasn't, like, anything beyond that, I think for me at that point.
Now for the more juicy stuff. Juice. Okay, frequently asked questions. Did we hook up when we lived together?
Really? That's a frequently asked question?
Yeah, I feel like that's why most people would probably watch this. So, like, the awkwardness of us, like, bringing home other people or going on dates with other people. We, like, promised each other that we would have enough respect for each other to not bring somebody else home, which is just stupid.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, the thing you have.
So that backfired. So I brought somebody home, and then I broke the rule. And then after that, I was like, okay, like, my friendship with Tyler is really important, and we're obviously, like, living together. So I spent so much money on, like, hotels and shit to, like, not bring somebody home, which again is stupid. Like, God, think of how much money I would have saved. Yeah, I remember like dropping Tyler off at a date once. I walked him to a date, and I remember thinking like, oh, you're being so cool for like doing this.
I would say, like, just in general, like, for people to not live with their ex.
What?
I think it's a terrible idea, alright?
Why?
It's a horrible idea. You should never live with your ex. Like, that should just be like a rule. Everyone knows that. I mean, we spent a large part of like the first few months being afraid to like making moves other than just with each other because we didn't want to hurt each other.
True.
Yeah, I just think like you should never live with your ex, right? It's a terrible idea. You shouldn't even be friends with your ex.
Shut up.
You shouldn't.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Why?
Okay. I mean, it obviously like worked out. Like I'm happy that we did this and everything because we're like really good friends. And but facts.
I agree that you should just not live with your ex, and but I do think that it's fine to be friends with them. Like, I try really hard to stay friends with anybody that I've ever dated. I think that that's like important to me personally. But I will have to say, like, a he's just not that into you moment is like, we're the exception. I feel
for sure.
like this is like not normal. Like, we are like, Tyler is literally one of my best friends. Like, we hang out all the time and like do so much together. But like, it's not weird anymore, and there's not like any lingering feelings. Like, we're just like BFFs, and it's fine. But that like doesn't happen usually.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because I think if we hadn't moved to California together, like
Tyler would have never talked to me again.
I'm not gonna lie, I probably never would have talked to Kate again. And like seeing it from right now, like that's obviously like I would have been like, I don't know what I would have done, like, because Kate's like literally one of my best friends. So
maybe you should live with your ex.
No, you shouldn't.
I think no, just don't do it. But my friends kept asking me why we kept living together. As for my family loved Tyler, so like they didn't really care. They were like, he's a good boy.
Just call me a good boy.
He's a good boy.
Am I a dog?
He is. He's probably my favorite ex out of.
Yikes. Put that in there.
I don't think any of my exes would watch this, besides you.
My friends, and probably more so my sisters, were just like, why are you moving with Kate? You know, they're just being protective of me. They're like, why are you moving in with your ex? Like, that's weird. Like, obviously it's kind of uncharted territory. Like, most people would never even think of doing that. No one really gave me a hard time, I don't think.
I also don't think people cared enough to like give us any time.
Yeah.
Don't live with an ex if you can avoid it, unless it's to make things cheaper and to move across the country. Other than that, don't fucking do it, because that's fucking weird.
Wow, those views though. See guys, this is why we moved right here. See those palm trees? Yeah, pretty nice, right? Yeah.
Wait, look at these.
Oh.
Also pretty nice, huh?
Yep. The gun show. What are we doing? Moral of the story? Should you live with your ex? No, absolutely not. You should not. Would I do it again knowing what I know now? I mean, yeah, because that would mean I would have lost Kate as my friend, and like obviously we're very close. She's one of my best friends, so same
Love trap of Kate Massages.
Yeah, seriously, she's like a Venus flytrap. Yeah, let's get Kate to 69 followers. That's our goal after this video. Also hungry, so I'm gonna go eat some food.
We're signing out. Peace.